Hey guys, it's Lauren, and I'm going to be doing one of those talk through things again today. These rods were from a couple days ago, late June I guess, so more than a couple days ago, but I was just taking Ralph out, basically not to do anything too specific, just to kind of give him some exercise. The whole ride was a little bit him fighting me and me trying to settle him and slow him down and whatnot. So, yeah, you'll see a little bit of messiness between us and that kind of stuff. Also, before I get into the full commentary, I want to be doing a Q&A really soon. So if you guys can ask me questions on Instagram or on YouTube or my AskFM and just use the hashtag AskLaurenM, then I will be making a Q&A soon and answering all your questions. Yeah, so do that please and thank you. These raws were all mainly me cantering and just getting him to settle. At the beginning of the ride, he was quite fast and didn't really want to listen all that much, so it was just kind of keeping the pace and settling down and just trying to get it all uniform. And here I'm attempting to do a fairly smooth transition to the halt. Our downwards transitions definitely need a lot of work. His canter to trot is always going to be not the greatest. For a while at least, he struggles with it. And then trot to walk, he's a little wobbly, so we're definitely trying to work on straight and more fluid downwards transitions. Yeah, and we had a huge, huge rain storm the night before, so unfortunately I had to ride through that huge puddle. But Ralph didn't care at all, which was perfect for me. I've also been trying to work on my position to sit the canter more and to try to sit up a little more, which is what I was trying to work on a little bit here. And here I'm going to the grid for the first time with a trot pull, a bounce, and then a one stride, which he put 2 into because we really didn't have the best pace coming into it to begin with, and then he looked at it, so, but the second time here is much better. Also, it's a struggle for us right now to land the proper lead off of the jump going into a corner. So I've been trying to play with seeing if inside leg works better to help him get it, or if inside rein helps him more to get it. And so we've kind of been playing around with that, but this ride was a little bit of a struggle to get the correct lead off the grid, and we didn't actually do it, but we did get the correct lead off of some other jumps, so I was happy with that. And here's our chicken, Percy. It wandered into the field during my ride, and yeah, Ralph was super interested in the chicken, and so it's decided to live with us for the past couple days, so we decided to name it Percy. And here Ralph finally has a nice, bigger, bouncier trot, which I was aiming for most of the ride. Yeah, his little head throwing was him trying to fight the contact, so that's why my hands are flying all over the place. There were moments in the ride where he did soften and try to stretch out a little more and push into the contact, but they were only for a couple seconds, and really that's all I can ask at this point. I was really happy with how he was behaving, though, for the most part. Around the corner here, I was sitting back and trying to get him nice and collected somewhat, going to the grid, and I did need a little bit more leg to get to the grid without us trotting, and so it was definitely a stretch for both of us, and that was one of our worst attempts at doing the grid, I think. I think Ralph literally has the cutest extended trot when he comes down from a canter, so that's what you just saw. We picked up the wrong lead coming into the grid, so of course we had the wrong lead coming out, but he did always, every time, switch his front end, and so we're definitely working to switch his back end, because that's ultimately what should be switching first.
How that happened.
Over this jump here, we landed the right lead, which I was super proud about, and then around the corner was just the super relaxed canter that I was looking for, and we had no change in pace over the vertical on the other side of the ring, just to make it somewhat of a hunter type workout, I guess, keeping the pace and just staying relaxed. I don't even know what happened at this jump. It's probably because the striped pole was leaning up against it to help him stay centered. But for some reason, the second time we did it, he just looked at it and took the tiniest little stride before. And then here I just did the grid one last time. But thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you like the talk through type raws, and make sure to ask me lots of questions for the Q&A coming up soon. Talk to you guys later. Bye!